Welcome to Kronos Gaming. This time around we have something new for you guys. This is Delta Force Hawk Ops. Now I got lucky. I got the key on for the alpha test, which started on the 6th of August. And you can request for the key from their website or get some from the Twitch if you see somebody playing it. I know they wanted to do some kind of giveaways over there. But other than that, it's been a while since I've even heard or seen something about this game series. Optimistic. It's free for all, but I have not done any further research. So every type of encounter with this game is going to be authentic and unbiased. And I'll try to take everything into consideration, being that it's still on alpha test. Probably is not going to be super smooth, but we'll see. Maybe there is a surprise. So firstly, after the cutscene ended, of course I wanted to check out the settings. The keyboard and mouse settings are pretty universal to every FPS game, and no special settings in that matter. I was a little bit skeptical at first that the game threw everything on ultra for me. I wasn't sure if my PC is gonna handle that, but later on we discovered that's actually fine. The game doesn't take that much resources at all. So people with the lower end or medium tiered PCs can surely play this game without any problems. Only thing is that you have to have the space for it. At least 50 gigabytes available. Then I got taken into the game mode menu, where Tactical Turmoil is going to be the first one we talk about. And I think you're going to love that one, for real. Most people are already familiar with the looting, shooting, extracting type of deal. If you ever played PUBG or Tarkov or something like that, then that's going to be something similar. You got your hideouts where you can get various bonuses, do absolutely everything with your gear. You can customize your gear, you can pick what you want to take to the next raid with you, you can optimize your hideout for better bonuses and so on. And there's just so much to discover. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. But mainly, yeah, you're just gonna gear up, get ready to go into the raid. Of course, everything that you take into the raid is gonna be at risk. If you die, you're gonna lose everything. But the upside is gonna be, again, that if you get out, you're gonna come out with massive loot. From all the places you have searched, all the bodies you have looted, all the guys you have killed, there's just a lot of items. So a quick sneak peek, you're gonna have your character screen with all various equipment available for you to see, also your health metrics and stuff. Without knowing too much already, I think that's pretty cool. We'll go over some basics. I'm doing this tutorial right now, get the feel of it, what this game mode is actually about. First thing off the bat, we were already tasked to take somebody out, a guard soldier. And right after, of course, we can loot everything that they have. The looting interface looks very much like Tarkov. You can put the items inside pouches and you can take their gear and switch your gear, drop their gear. You can do all kinds of that stuff. Moving a little bit on, I got told to open my map to search for a high value item. I marked it, and then of course I see on the minimap where I have to go. What makes this game mode really cool, apart from like Tarkov or PUBG, is that you have some sort of abilities that you can use depending on the class you play. Imagine how easy it's gonna make your life when you kind of know that somebody's in the house but you're not sure, and then you just shoot the arrow inside there to get a scan of the area and they're there. Makes this type of game mode experience really unique. Man, I'm so pumped already. I wanna play those games. Like, imagine being in an absolute shit gear and absolutely rinsing a guy who's stacked out and then taking his gear and going out, bro. It's so nice. And as I was getting closer to extract, the game reminded me that in this game too, you have to worry about extraction campers who are waiting for you to extract and trying to catch you off guard so they can get all your hard-earned stuff. So better be careful. Anyways, the extraction itself is 10 seconds, so plenty of time that anything can happen. So make sure you have enough cover. Once you are extracted, you are brought back to your base, where you can do whatever you want with your stuff that you gather from the raid. You can keep it, you can sell it, you can use the various pieces to modify your gear, etc. Certainly there's much more depth to it, but being that it just launched, I don't really have the information about it yet, but I will do many more videos about this. This game mode just looks so promising that I hope the developers will refine it to the maximum. On to the next game mode, which is Havoc Warfare. Teams will be playing on a large map. There will be huge infantry battles. People will use armored vehicles like tanks, etc. There will be air support, lots of grenades, lots of explosions, bullets flying everywhere. Dude, it's epic. And just for the fact that all of the infantry have some sort of awesome abilities they can use, creates a lot of dynamic action on the map, which makes it very less predictable, more chaos, you know. It's the action-packed shooter that many of us have been waiting for some time. And given that it's only in alpha right now, I have to say it's looking really promising. So when the game starts, you have 6 classes to choose from. Each of them have different perks, different abilities, making the playstyle will be very unique. You can choose to play from the distance, you can choose to play close quarters, you can pick different weapon loadouts mid-game, when you have died, of course. Which is a nice feature, because let's say you didn't do very good with a certain weapon, then you just pick another one. Our game started with 3 of those bow chicks and a medic. Honestly, I thought that the bow chick is only gonna use her bow, but turns out she actually uses rifles too. So that's interesting. As the game began, we had to deploy on the boats. While on the boat, you are able to choose your loadout, and once you are on the beach, you will have to get out and head into the battle. As always, the new game modes will be interesting, a little bit confusing, so it was the same for me. Just as I tried to get off the boat, I immediately was not able to get off the boat. For some reason I got stuck, and then I was tapping every possible key, and then after I exited, I got stuck between 2 boats. Then I had to hop to another boat, and then I got clipped back somehow. I mean, I got stuck there for a little bit. Then I entered the boat and tried to get out again. Eventually I got out and headed for the battle. It's not really that big of a deal since it's alpha and I'm absolutely expecting these things to happen. It's just a little bit funny. As I got onto the hill, I finally started to get my first engaging with the enemies. Honestly, I have to say the Mini 14, the first weapon I used, felt pretty damn nice. I was able to engage enemies from a distance, miss a decent amount of shots, and after some time the accuracy gets a little bit better, of course. As seen from the top center of the screen, we were supposed to continuously keep capturing the objectives in the sector, A being the first one. In the meantime, I found a downed ally, which I revived, although I was not the medic class, which is pretty cool. That doesn't matter which class you play, you can still revive anybody. Eventually we had to move for the next points. Of course, on this open field battle, attacking is always harder than defending. Eventually we got to the next point, and as I started capturing it, I noticed that you get XP for capturing, which incentivizes players to stay there, basically, to keep capturing, which is pretty nice. And just as I captured the point, I got killed. When you're downed, you got 2 options. You either tap out or you just wait for a revive. I like the idea that it's possible to revive here. It kind of brings the community a little bit more together. It's a great feature. Eventually, however, we still managed to lose because we lost all of our manpower, which brings out the good point why revives are especially important in this particular game mode. Because this game mode is just like any other game mode. It's a game of resources. I really enjoyed this game mode. There was a lot of chaos, a lot of things to pay attention to. It was really fun. There were many cool weapons that I saw people were using. I definitely want to try those. One guy had a silencer. I would definitely want to mod my weapon with that for one time to see how it feels. My first impression would be that there is some type of a learning curve, but not too big one. So There will be lots of mistakes when you're first starting out. Third and final one is campaign. It's a solo campaign, but it's not yet available. I will try it out when it comes out though. To wrap it up, my first impressions have been amazing. Yes, of course, you see all of those lines of codes everywhere and some occasional bugs that you run into, but the overall gameplay, I have to say, has been amazing. It really has been. I would like to remind you that this game is also free to play. So there will be no big gaming company trying to extort you from $100 just so you could try the game before it's actually even released. It's only in alpha right now, and I see tremendous potential for this game. Imagine those big warfares between clans and stuff, or some competitive tactical turmoil competitions or something like that. This game has a lot of potential. I definitely urge you to give it a try. Try to get your hand on some testing keys. Get you and your buddy to try this game out. If you like FPS games in general, you like looter shooters like Tarkov and PUBG and stuff like that, then this game is a breath of fresh air. Honestly, I think you're gonna love it. And those were my 2 cents about the first impressions of this game. I'll definitely make more videos of this game in the future, so make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for future videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the battlefield.